Good day, everyone. Welcome to Speak Your Mind with Larry Cox. I am Larry Cox, and it's great to have every one of you here with me tonight on Speak Your Mind with Larry Cox. Don't know if my stuff is working. I'm trying to get my chat to come on. Chat overlay is on. I think it's on. Somebody say, I see Clayton Norwood said hello, and Bill Campbell said hello. I believe that I'm on. Somebody else say hello to make sure because I got my thing over here thinking, and I'm concerned that my broadcast isn't going out. Luca Russo, good evening, Miss Rucco. So that means I'm up and running and just some sort of technical glitch going on over here with a couple of things here. George Kelichek joining us from McKinney, Texas. Great to have somebody from Texas joining us tonight. We've hit the big time now. Uh, Horns down, right? That what it is? Horns down? Gotcha. Clayton Org, Facebook is working. Okay, thanks, Clayton, for letting me know that. Thanks, Bill, for letting me know that I'm good. I just have a glitch on my end. Looks like it's okay. I'll just let the little thing circle and circle and not worry about it. Knowing that you guys are able to come on here and say hello, and that works good for me. So let's share, like the show. Let's get this going so we can talk a little bit about a few things. First thing I want to talk about tonight is the uh, swearing in ceremony that I attended this evening over at the Rockdale County Auditorium. That was a really nice event over there. Um, the swearing in ceremony. So I'll tell you who we had sworn in. We had new state court judge Vasco T. McRae. We had Timothy McGuire, the new juvenile court judge, sworn in. We had Gary Washington sworn in as probate judge again. We have Maureen Wood sworn in as our new Superior Court judge. We had Athenia Etienne sworn in as magistrate judge again. We had Janice Morris sworn in as our clerk of Superior and State Courts. We had Tisha Washington sworn in as tax commissioner. We had George Levitt sworn in as coroner. We had Eric Levitt sworn in as sheriff. And we had Miss Tawanya Smith sworn in as our new Post 1 County Commissioner. And we had Miss Janice Van Ness sworn in as our new Rockdale County Chairwoman. So we had a really good evening this evening. So, man, I tell you, that room was packed. It was standing room only. I mean, it really was. That place was packed today. It was standing room only. Folks from Rockdale County came out in support of our county officials being sworn in today, and it was very nice to see the support uh, of our county supporting the county officials. Good evening, Corliss. Corliss was there. CJ was there also. It was nice to see both of them today at um, the auditorium. And I mean, it was just nice to see. And it was a cold, rainy day, misty day, but it did not stop the citizens of Rockdale County from coming out today and showing their support for their elected officials that they elected this past election cycle. And we had several new people coming into office, and I'll go ahead and tell you about the new people coming into office. Right, so we had Vasco T. McRae, who was appointed to the state court judge position. We had Timothy McGuire appointed to the juvenile court position. We had Maureen Wood who was elected to a superior court. We had Tawanya Smith elected to post one commissioner, and Janice Van Ness elected chairwoman. So those are the 5 individuals who are taking new positions, being newly elected in Rockdale County. Danielle Munoz, welcome to Speak Your Mind with Larry Cox, where your voice matters and your opinion matters on Speak Your Mind with Larry Cox. So, today I was talking to some people, and somebody mentioned to me that, now that I'm elected official, I need to probably stop doing the podcast. I believe that it is more important as an elected official that I continue doing this podcast so that you have contact with me, so that I'm here for you. You know that I'm here to listen. I'm here to voice your concerns. I think it's more important than ever that I continue the podcast. I rebranded the name to Speak Your Mind. I think that was an important thing to do, was to do that, to rebrand it so that that you guys could see that, and I was glad to, and I'm glad to do that. Right, I am so glad to be able to continue this podcast for each and every one of you, and not only for that, for myself, because I love doing this podcast. I love reaching out to the community, and I'm going to tell you something also. Right, I believe wholeheartedly that this podcast was one of the main reasons that I was able to actually win the election that I won, and that runoff back in June. I actually think it helped Tawanya and Janice both win their elections, because I think this podcast helped spread the message that things were going awry, that we needed a new voice, people needed to have a say in this county, and I think shows like this podcast and C.J. Lester, doing his podcast, and Alex McDonald, who does his there. I think it was important, and still is important, that these local shows, they tell you what's going on in the community. They share events that are going on, and it lets us all know what's going on in the community, and how we can help people. I mean, I think that's a great thing for the community, and I'll continue to do this podcast because I really think that it matters. Your voice matters, and just the folks of Rockdale County need an outlet like this to be able to just hear about things that are going on in the community. So you don't worry, the show's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, I will tone down what I talk about the Board of Education, but don't worry. There are people out there that will carry on that message without me. I think this week, for example, I think, Alex McDonald and the This Week in Rockdale brand, I think he's been doing an excellent job of covering the Board of Education, and I think he'll continue to do that. I think that you've got CJ that'll continue to cover things that I may have a conflict with and can't do. I think you'll have these gentlemen will more than step up and do what needs to be done for this community. Ben and Cheryl Garcia, thank you and welcome to the show. Cheryl Garcia, true warrior in Rockdale County, battling all kinds of different things on different fronts out there. Cheryl, we thank you for everything that you do in bringing the truth and just exposing a lot of gaslighting that occurs by a lot of different people when it comes, to Rockdale County. Yeah, she says, we should have a big sign on 138 with Larry's podcast info on it. I may do a little billboard advertising about the podcast over on the billboard at 212 and 138 that I used for the campaign. I may periodically do that. I may go. I may do a little bit of advertising for the podcast on there. I think would be a good thing to do, right? So join Larry Cox 8 p.m. Sundays. Speak Your Mind with Larry Cox. I think I'll do that. I think I might reach out to the Kingdom Brothers and at some point, do a little ad at the first of the year, advertise the podcast. Be fun to do, right? Be fun to take out a little ad and promote the podcast. So, you guys can build the audience. And we got a decent audience today. And I'll be honest, I didn't post anything on Facebook this week because I really got busy with a lot of stuff, and I didn't post anything about the show. And we still got a nice number. I will moving forward. I'll make sure we do. I mean, I'm going to post a little more on there uh, and everything. So I think that'll work out really well. But I mean, I'm excited about the future, what lies ahead. So it'll be January the 9th will be my first board meeting, unless we have some sort of early meeting that comes about. But January 9th will be the first board meeting that I will be sitting on. I think we're going to get sworn in that night too. So really would love to have you guys, my supporters. I would love to have you join us that night and come out to the first board meeting. Justin Kinney, you're not late. You're just on time. That's the way I see it. Everybody, Justin says, sorry he's late. Good evening. Justin, he's not late. He's just on time, right? Just on time. But yeah, Justin, I was just telling everybody, the first Board of Education meeting in the new year where we will have the new board will be January the 9th. And I told everybody I would really love to see them come out that night because we're going to be, sworn back in as a new board. We'll take care of some board business right away, electing new officers and all that such. So it would be great to have you guys in attendance that first night to just show your support to the new board and as we elect new officers and set things on the path that we want to come 2025. And that's another thing, guys. 2025. Can you actually believe this coming year is going to be 2025? That is just out of control, right? Yeah, Daniel, and the party doesn't start till Justin Kinney gets here. He can't be late. That's right, That's right, Daniel. I agree. And Joy Powers, thank you for joining, Joy. Great to have you. And I was just telling everybody our first board meeting with the new board is January the 9th, Joy. Would love to have you there. Come take some pictures. We're going to be getting sworn in. We'll have family members there. So, be a good opportunity for you to come, take some photos and do a little promoting of your business. I'm just Justin T. Kinney. The T stands for time. All I have to do is introduce myself and I'm never late. Man, I'm going to tell you what, Justin, I like that. I like that 1,000%. I like that statement. Justin T. Kinney. All right. January 25, everybody needs to start speaking to let officials know what they are looking for to happen in 25. Sorry for being late. We'll keep that date in mind. Joy, just like I told Justin, you're not late. If you enter the room, you entered at the right time. You entered at the time you were supposed to enter the room. Thanks for entering. Thanks for coming. And I appreciate you being a loyal supporter and an audience member of the show. And, I could not do what I do without loyal supporters like you guys that come on here every week. Now, not only that, and I know this too. I know She said to work watch us on YouTube so she can multitask. Thank you, Joy. But when you guys spread the word too, you guys you talk about a lot of the things we talk about on the show. You spread the message out there. People know what's going on. So I'm very excited about 2025. Man, 2025. Can't believe that calendar's going to turn. And this is going to be 2025. Man, I mean, it was just last year. It was 2010, right? 2010, 2014, man. 2000, 2015 was when Tucker Cox was born. I mean, it doesn't seem like Tucker Cox is, man, 2000, that's ridiculous, man. That, Tucker Cox is going to be 10 years old. That's crazy. You guys know Tucker Cox holds a strong place with me, man. And he's going to be 10 years old. I'm excited about that. I might have to throw Tucker a big birthday bash this year, guys. We're going to have Tucker a party. We're going to have Tucker Cox a birthday party. We're going to have it out in the yard here, put some tents up, just throw a big party for Tucker Cox this summer. So I'm going to let y'all guys know y'all are all going to be invited, and we're going to have a nice time for Tucker Cox here this summer. I'm excited about that. 2025 and Tucker Cox's 10-year birthday bash. It's happening, and you're invited. That's what we're going to do. So, guys, we had that today. Yeah, CJ, seriously, I thought we might have flying cars by now, but we do have those electric cyber trucks that look like some sort of armored vehicle, though. We got those things running around out here. So, who knows? I mean, we do, but, I mean, in our construction industry, I mean, just, the things that we do in the cutting industry, some of the things we have, just out of control with some of the technology we have and things we do. I'm just excited. Corliss Turner says, show up Thursday, December the 19th at 7 p.m. At 960 Pines Street. Superintendent Oates has lost his ever-loving mind. Clayton, Larry's show starts on time. Late is late. Man, Clayton, I'm not ragging on anybody. I'm going to start the show on time. All right, I'm going to start it at 8. And as people flow in here, they flow in here, and they're in here on their time. And they can come and catch up and watch the rebroadcast and catch up what they missed. But I'm not mad at anybody. Just show up, be here, and I'll be happy. I'm in a pretty good mood tonight, man. I am really, really am in a really good mood. Just going and seeing everybody get sworn in today and just seeing the joy that was in that auditorium. And I think people have they have an outlook of hope of this coming year. I think they have an outlook of hope, and that changes in the atmosphere and that changes in the air. That's what I saw today. I saw people that were there, and they were thinking there was hope in the air tonight. And they saw hope with these elected officials coming in this year. But I'll tell you, you guys better live up to expectation. That includes me, because these folks that put a lot of stock in us, and they put a lot of faith in us. And man, I'm telling you, they really worked hard out here in this community, pushing for change, pushing for candidates like myself and Janice and Tawanya to get elected, to make a difference. And I myself am dedicated. I'm driven to make sure that I make that change. Justin Kinney, he was appointed to his position a year before the election, and he ran for the first time for that board seat, and he was elected. So if Justin really wasn't elected, he actually was one of these new officials that'll be sworn in with me come on January the 9th, because he fought to retain that seat that he hadn't earned your vote for, but he did. He actually earned your vote. He earned your vote the year that he served on that board and fought for you uh, when other people weren't. And it's a privilege for me to join Justin on that board as a newly elected individual, because Justin's newly elected too. He was appointed, but he had to fight to be elected to that position, just like I did. And I'm looking forward to being sworn in and serve with Justin on that board. And I'm excited about what change I think we can make this year. And it's with your help and your support. We're going to need each and every one of you to come to these meetings, right? We're going to need you to come out and support us, encourage us, and we need your voices. We need you to speak at the open when it's time for open comments. Yeah, Justin just says you can't call me appointed board member anymore. Thank you for your support, and that's true. No one can call Justin an appointed board member anymore because he's not. He ran a hard campaign and he earned your vote, and you gave him your vote, and he is serving at your will right now, and I know he's very appreciative of your support, just as I am. So yeah, guys. We really, Corliss says Justin speaks for the students and the citizens, and that's why he had to come back. Corliss is 1,000% right. That's why Justin had to come back, because the board needed members with common sense that know that when we represent students, we represent the whole community. That this is Rockdale County is a family, and that's what it took this past election cycle to make the change that was made. It took a family. It took Rockdale County residents uniting, not paying attention to political affiliation, color, ethnic background, rich, poor, medium income. It was everybody knowing that change needed to happen. And we pulled together as a community and a family to say, we want things to be different. It's time for change. And you elected us to make change. And I will not take your vote for granted. I will not take your support for granted. And I don't think I know my friend Justin's not either, and I don't think the people on the board of commission are either. I think everybody knows that you elected us for a purpose, and your direction and marching orders were very clear. We hear you, we acknowledge what you've said, and we will be working for you diligently. That I pledge on behalf of myself. So, guys, is there anything else you guys would like to throw out here in the chat? Anything you'd like to comment about or talk about? If not, I'm not going to stay on here much longer. I just wanted to come on tonight, thank everybody, and just say it was just great to be what was going on. And Danielle says, and anyone whose alma mater beats Bama is good in my book. Justin has my vote. Go. Justin's alma mater did beat Bama this year, I believe. So, Justin has some bragging rights there, I believe. I believe he does. And there you go. I mean, I think we live in some exciting times. We do. So, I think it's great times that we've got coming up for this county, this state, and this country. I am optimistic about the outlook of what we got going on. Corliss says that yes, Oates wanting an amendment to his contract, and I think a lot of us may have read some things that Alex, there he is. It's former appointed board member, I think. That's right, Alex. That's correct. And Alex did. I think Alex covered that that very well this week. Alex, I got a technical issue here with something. Uh, my chat overlay isn't working properly, and when it does that, the YouTube comments won't come across, just the Facebook ones. So I'm not certain what's up with that. I'll have to work on that afterwards. I don't want to try doing anything and messing up the show. But yeah, that's what I was talking about early. My chat overlay screen is malfunctioned and it won't let me highlight people's comments, and it's just over here circling. That's why I wasn't certain if I was actually broadcasting tonight, and I had to have some people give me some comments to let me know. But yeah, that's something I'll work on here this week. Do a few test shows and work on something, because I think it may be something I'm doing. I actually had copied some old shows instead of setting up a new broadcast, and I think that's where I might have went haywire a little bit. So I'm going to play with that with this week and do some different stuff, because they got this new studio set up on me, and you know how that goes. They change the setup on you, and it takes a little bit of time to get that thing going on. So, but yeah, but Alex, I want to go back to Alex. I think we all owe him a great thank you for his coverage of some open records requests that apparently were gotten this week, and and an apparent request of some sort of contract alteration. Thank you, Alex, for digging into that and looking at those things, and just putting out some things there for people to think about. Can't ask for any more than that. I think you guys were made aware of something that's going on. That's what open records request, and that's what the Sunshine Law is all about. It's about bringing a spotlight, bringing sunshine to the darkness, right? So that's what it means. So that's what I like, right? So Catherine Lynn, I'm going to read the comments because I can't put them up. Catherine says, Oates had plenty of opportunity to request his full salary severance amendment when his contract was up for renewal. He didn't and wouldn't have gotten it then, and is out of his mind for trying to get it now after the fact. So, yeah, I think if I read those letters properly, Alex, and you can correct me or anybody else, I think when he was negotiating, he asked for a year, because wasn't 3 months, asked for a year. The board countered with 6 months, and he accepted 6 months. So I think that's what the negotiations were originally when they were negotiating the contract. Is he had asked for a year, the board countered with 6 months, and he accepted the 6 months. So I think that's what happened with that. And I think you can go to Alex's This Week in Rockdale page, and I think he's got copies of those letters up there that give you a timeline and a history. So Corliss says, please show up at the BOE and let them know we mean business. The Rockdale County Board of Education will meet on Thursday, December the 19th for the regular session at 7 p.m. in the boardroom, 960 Pine Street, Northeast Conyers, Georgia. That is correct. They will be, and this will be the last board meeting they will have this session that I will not be a member of. So that this will be the last board meeting this year, I believe. Justin, if I'm wrong, you can correct me. And then the next board meeting they have next year, I will be a member of that board. So that'll be it'll be great. It'll be I'm excited about my time to begin serving you, the citizens of Rockdale County, and making improvements with the educational system in this county with my fellow board members, superintendent, and the executive staff. Because it's a governance team, we work together to do this, and it's time to actually work together and as a unit, and actually put forth an effort to better education in Rockdale County, and that's what my objective and goal is. And thank each and every one of you for giving me the opportunity to become part of that team, because it was you to decide to put me there, and I thank you for it. Well, guys, I've been on here half an hour, and I think that's long enough tonight. Sometimes this show's going to go 30 minutes. Sometimes it's going to go an hour, hour and a half. You know how that goes. But I thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight. And I look forward to us getting together again. I look forward for us to getting together next week, right before Christmas. So that's going to be my special Christmas edition next Sunday. So join me next Sunday on Speak Your Mind with Larry Cox. And we're going to have a special Christmas edition. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And I will see each and every one of you next week, 8 p.m., Facebook and YouTube. Speak Your Mind with Larry Cox.